On the screen, you see a circle divided into 4 quadrants. Each quadrant represents a thinking style. This model was developed by Ned Herrmann, one of the world's foremost experts on thinking styles. It helps us see our differences. Some of us have a thinking style that is logical and analytical, while others prefer to deal with details. Some of us are exceptionally sensitive to the emotional needs of others, while some of us prefer to deal with the big picture and long-term planning. Why is it important to understand thinking styles? Ned Herrmann tells a very funny story about an impatient manager in one of his seminars who blurted out, "What does the brain have to do with management?"
Of course, it has everything to do with managing. But our culture has only recently allowed the brain to be talked about. It was only 10, 12 years ago that I was admonished not to talk about the brain at lunch, not to talk about it on company property, and even asked questions like, "Ned, what does the brain have to do with managing?" The Herrmann Brain Dominance Instrument is a measuring tool. It starts with the left brain, right brain theories that developed during the 70s, supplemented by the triune brain theory that represents the physiology of the brain as it has evolved over the course of human history. And by combining those two concepts, I've created a 4-quadrant metaphoric model that can be quantified in the form of a profile. The Herrmann Brain Dominance Instrument provides 4 quadrants, each one of which represents a specialized cluster of mental activities, and in each specialized cluster we have a preference. I advise people to understand their own creative potential. Creativity is personal. A boss, a CEO, can't grant you creative space. You must take the initiative to claim it, to function creatively in it, in order to gain ownership of it. Individuals can claim creative space. Groups of individuals or teams can claim creative space. Whole organizations can claim creative space. And recently in the boardroom of the Bank of America in Mexico City, as I was describing those 3 levels, the CEO said, "And whole corporations can claim their creative space," and he's absolutely right. And if you have a whole organization of people who are claiming their creative space, you then unleash this enormous inner motivation and capability